Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a little Impact review. Right here on the new Wrestling Jesus channel. Subscribe today, folks. A rare Impact review there. It started off with Scott D'Amore and Don Callis. Callis was saying that Omega was going to appear via Zoom on Impact or whatever. He's going to appear on Zoom instead of appearing in real life. Scott D'Amore said it's in the contract. He has to show up in person or else he's stripped of the title. So later on, throughout most of the show, Callis was on the phone with Kenny or whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna send some idiot to pick you up. Take the jet, Kenny. Just get on the jet.
We don't believe he's got a jet, folks. Nobody fucking believes that. Scott D'Amore was in the ring with a bunch of jobbers. It's Scott D'Amore surrounded by jobbers. There's going to be a show called Under Siege on Impact Plus that nobody's going to fucking watch or whatever. And they're going to have a number one contenders match on that show. Not on Impact to get ratings there, but on some pay-per-view thing. So they're going to have a bunch of qualifying matches, and there's going to be a number one contenders match on the show you can't watch, and one of those guys is going to get to fight Omega or whatever. So in the first match, Chris Bay defeated Jake something. This was a decent wrestling match or whatever. A problem I have, though, it's this big guy, Jake something. I talked about him in the past. His name is pretty fucking retarded. I watched the episode where he became Jake something, which is a fucking stupid name or whatever. He's a big enough guy, you know, he looks like a wrestler or whatever, but he does a move. He jumps and just lands his crotch in the guy's face or whatever. He attempts it one time, it gets reversed. Then he fucking does it again, just jumps with his crotch right in the guy's face. The announcers are like, oh, he's got a mouth full of something. Like, it's an okay wrestling match. Can they just leave it at that? You know what I mean? I understand TNA is like an indie fed now, but do they have to do the crotch to the face? Does everything in the indie wrestling world have to be about men's crotch in another man's face, or men straight up doing things to other men's asses or whatever? Can we just get back to wrestling and promos and Jesus Christ? We had Don Callis with Sami Callihan backstage. Callahan's like talking shit to Callis, and then Callis started kind of burying him a little bit there.
Oh, you got some kind of anarchist issue? Some kind of hurt inner child thing? Just go have a hardcore match somewhere.
Like, pretty much calling him a jobber, some kind of cheap, goofy anarchist jobber, in other words, there with his lame hardcore matches or whatever. And then Callahan says he wants to fight Omega or something. Second match, we had Big Cass. He's called W. Morrissey in Impact. There's a rock band or a rock star called Morrissey, and he's W. Morrissey, so a another dumb name in Impact Wrestling there, but from all the names he could have chosen, I'm W Morrissey or whatever. It's fucking stupid there, but so Big Cass looking like he took a bit of steroid. Maybe he's natural. I'm not saying anything there. I'm not implying anything, please. With his big physique now, this is what he should have looked like in WWE, but you have Big Cass in good shape now. He probably took a shot for COVID, folks. He must have taken a few COVID shots there. And he pretty much just dominated this guy there, gave him a big power bomb for his finisher, whatever. Look good. Big Cass looking good. It is what it is there. Third match, Tyler Wilde, who left a while back to become a Christian or whatever. I think that's her there. She defeated Kimberly. The match is okay, but again, it's a Japanese girl, Su Young. She's on the side of Kimberly or whatever. She takes off her shoe and puts her shoe in her face. Oh my God, the shoe! I guess because her shoe smells or whatever in the face there. Again, why does it have to be indie like this? You know what I mean? It just ruins the credibility of the matches. Fourth match, Josh Alexander defeated Ace Austin. The match was okay. The finish was sloppy looking there. They were botching some kind of power bomb position. The other guy was helping him out to try to lift him up. It went into an awkward looking submission finish or whatever. Just the Ace Austin guy with female makeup and purple hair there wasn't really manly there. Fifth match, Zack Ryder defeated his best friend Brian Myers in a boring match or whatever. The sixth match, Sami Callihan against Eddie Edwards. Kenny Omega comes out in the nick of time. He wasn't stripped there. Kenny and the Good Brothers, they beat up these jobbers. Their other jobbers come out. Kenny beats them up with his friends or whatever. Don Callis cuts a promo. You know, I'm not a big fan of Omega, but he, compared to everybody else on Impact, he looks like a star compared to all the bums or whatever on there. But overall, it's a cheap show. You know what I mean? It's low budget, a lot of cheap stuff. But to be honest, folks, I didn't hate it. You know what I mean? TNA used to be like AEW. They were arrogant. We're the alternative. They were goofs. Did a lot of fucked up shit there. But as a Fed that's almost dead, as an indie Canadian indie Fed or whatever, I didn't hate it, let's say it. The show wasn't good. It was all right for an indie Fed, for a Canadian indie Fed. It was kind of all right, you know what I mean? So I might be giving Impact Wrestling another chance there, and I might do some reviews possibly on this channel. Support the Canadian Indies, ladies and gentlemen. Impact Wrestling. It's a new day or whatever there. So yeah, subscribe for some Impact Wrestling reviews there. Until next time, peace out.